All right. Hello, friends. Welcome to Jio Yoga. I'm Kate. And tonight we're going to do some yoga. So let's start by finding a comfortable seated position and sit on the floor or in a chair or whatever feels comfortable for you tonight. So let's start first by, I'm going to sit up on a blanket here, checking in with the body. So let's just notice how we're feeling this evening, and if you're comfortable, you can close your eyes. And just take this moment to check in with the body. Notice what's going on, what you're feeling. Maybe take this moment to set an intention for your practice. It's not something you have to do every time, but every once in a while, it's a nice reminder to have a plan and not just run around by the seat of your pants. So after you've spent a little time noticing what's going on in the body, making a plan for what your practice looks like this evening, let's focus our attention now on the breath. So without changing anything, just take a moment to notice, what is the breath doing? Is it smooth and long? Is it in a hurry? Is it short and fast? No judgment, just noticing. And let's just take 2 or 3 breaths here. A little bit more settling in. And then when you're ready, let's come into a little bit of movement here. So the first thing we want to do is let's move the neck. So we're just going to take an inhale. On the exhale, we're going to bring the chin down towards the chest. On your next inhale, using the gaze, looking up towards the ceiling, just as far as is comfortable. On your next exhale, let's bring the chin back down towards the chest. Inhale, looking up. Exhale, bring it back down. Inhale, looking up. Exhale, bring it all the way back down. We'll inhale to neutral, and then let's go side to side. So we're going to inhale again. On the exhale, bring one ear towards the shoulder, closest to it. Inhale back to center. Exhale, second side. Inhale, center. Exhale back to the first side. Inhale, center. Exhale, second side. Inhale back to center one more time each side. Exhale. Inhale. Last time, last side. Exhale. Inhale, center. All right, our last movement with the neck here is going to be just a gentle twist. So the shoulders stay where they are. You're going to inhale, looking straight ahead, and on the exhale, gaze goes around towards the first side. Inhale back to center. Exhale, second side. Inhale back to center. Again to the first side with the exhale. Inhale, center. Exhale, second side. Inhale back to center. All right, let's move down to the shoulders. So we're going to inhale, shoulders come up. Exhale, down and back. Inhale, coming up. Exhale, down and back. Inhale. And exhale. Nice. All right, let's switch directions. So we're going to inhale back and up. Exhale, down and forward. And go ahead and do a couple more on your own, either direction, or simply straight up and down if you prefer. All right, so let's move down the body to the spine. I'm going to start with hands under the knees. If your legs are crossed, or if your legs are out in front, you can bring your hands under the thighs. If you've been sitting for a bit and you want to switch which leg's in front, you can do that too. So go ahead and find the hand position. Exhale. We're going to tuck the chin and around the spine back behind us. On the inhale, rounding up, looking up. Exhale back. Inhale up. Exhale back. Inhale. This is our cow. Exhale, cat. Nice. And let's come back to that neutral spine. And next we're going to come into our next two movements of the spine. So I'm going to take one hand on the floor, or if you have a block, you're welcome to do that. And we're going to bring this first arm up and coming over as far as comfortable. Exhale, bring it back. Inhale, second side. Over as far as is comfortable. Exhale, bring it back. First side, inhale over. Exhale back. Second side, inhale, coming over. Exhale back. Couple more. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Let's do one more time each side. Inhale. Exhale. Last time, last side. Inhale. And exhale. Back to center. And let's come into a twist here. So we're going to inhale, lift up out of the spine on the exhale, going to the first side. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, second side. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, first side. Inhale, center. Exhale, second side. Inhale, back to center. One more time each side. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale, back to center. And then let's come back to a symmetrical spine. We'll do that cat and cow again. And if your legs are tired, you want to switch, that's fine, or bring them out in front. That works too. So let's start with our exhale breath. Tuck the chin, rounding the spine towards that back wall. Inhale, front of the spine goes towards the front wall. This is our cow. Exhale, back to cat. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. Excellent. From here, let's come up to our hands and knees. The first thing I want to do here is a little bit more of that cat and cow. See if you can notice the difference between seated cat and cow and our hands and knees here. So starting with the neutral spine, we're going to come into our exhale breath, lifting the shoulder blades up towards the ceiling, tucking the chin and the tailbone. On the inhale, round that opposite curve, looking up towards the horizon. Exhale, back to cat. Inhale, coming back to cat. Couple more. Exhale, cat. And inhale. Nice and slow, moving with the flow of the breath. Exhale, cat. Inhale, cat. Let's meet in that neutral spine. And we're going to do a static lateral here. So we're just going to come into the position and then breathe. So we'll start with the left hand where it is. We're going to bring that right hand closer to the left, next to in front of the palm. So that works for you today. Turning and looking at that left foot. So we're going to take 3 breaths here. First one, we're going to start right in this lower right rib cage. So just take a breath, inhale into that rib cage. Exhale, release. Second breath, inhale out that right shoulder. Breathe down to that right hip. On the exhale from that right hip, all the way up to that right shoulder. And one more breath here. Inhale, right fingers, all the way down that right side body to those right toes. Exhale from those right toes, all the way up that right side body and out the right fingers. Nice. Walk that right hand back and let's go to the other side. Left hand comes around, crossing over next to, near, whatever works for you. We're going to turn and look at that right foot and do those same 3 breaths on this side. So we're going to inhale into that lower left rib cage. Exhale, release. Inhale, left shoulder, all the way down to that left hip. Exhale from that left hip up to that left shoulder. One more breath here. Inhale, those left fingers all the way down that left side body to those left toes. Exhale, left toes all the way up that left side body and up those left fingers. Beautiful. Walk that hand back. And then from here, let's do a couple of cat and cow again. Exhale, cat. Inhale, cat. Go ahead and do 3 to 5 on your own. Moving with the breath. And then back to neutral. All right. So next we're going to do our gate pose. We're going to do 2 versions of it. So we'll start with a low gate pose. So bring this first side out. One leg out to the side. That same hand as that leg that's out is going to inhale and come up towards the ceiling. Exhale, bring it down. Again, inhale. And exhale. And one more. Inhale. And exhale. Tuck that leg under, and then we'll send the other leg out. And then the hand that is on the same side as the leg that is out moves. So we're going to inhale up towards the ceiling. Exhale down. Second time, inhale. And exhale. And one more time. Inhale. And exhale. All right. We'll tuck that knee under, and then we're going to come up to a high kneel. And we'll start with one leg out again. So it doesn't matter which side you do, just do both sides evenly. So this hand can stay on that hip or come down that leg. And then we're going to inhale that other arm up. On the exhale, bringing that hand towards the opposite foot. Inhale, center. Exhale, over. Inhale, center. Exhale, over. And one more. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale, back up. Exhale, release. And then let's go to the other side. Tuck that leg under. Other leg comes out. Hand on the hip or down that leg. Inhale this other arm up. Exhale towards that opposite foot. Inhale, lift. Exhale. Inhale, come back up. Exhale over. Inhale up. Exhale to release. Nice. We'll tuck that knee under. And then from here, we're going to come down to come up. So we're going to come down back to our hands and knees. And just for fun, if that feels all right, we'll do a couple more cat and cat. So exhale, cat. Inhale, cat. Exhale, cat. Inhale. Exhale, cat. Inhale. Nice. Back to neutral. And then from here, we're going to come up into a downward facing dog. So you can walk the hands forward a little bit. We're going to curl the toes under. And on an inhale, coming up into our downward facing dog. All right, well, let's start with walking our dog. So we're going to bend one knee, extend the opposite heel towards the floor. Back and forth. Nice. And then straightening the legs. And keep a little bend in the knees, that's always fine. And then we're going to push in with the hands and extend the torso towards that back wall. And then let's come back down to the knees. And we're going to come up into our triangle pose from our hands and knees. So the first thing I want to do is bring one leg forward. So we're going to bring our foot up by our hands. So you can come out and around like that. Or move forward in the middle. And then if you have blocks and you want to use them, you're welcome to do that to come up a little bit higher. So we're going to curl the toes of that back foot again. On an inhale, we're going to lift the hips up towards the ceiling. And then we're going to pivot that back foot so the heel comes down to the floor. So from here, this can be your pose. That's fine. If you want, you can bring that front leg a little bit straighter if that's comfortable, which you're always welcome to keep a bend in it. And then from here, we're going to bring the arm that has the leg in the back. So that arm is going to come up towards the ceiling. And just for fun tonight, we're going to come into a revolved triangle. So let's bring that hand back down to the floor. And then the hand that's closest to the foot that's in front, that's going to come up the other side. So that's our revolved triangle. Excellent. That hand comes down. We're going to come down to that knee in the back, release the foot. That leg comes down, and then let's go to the other side. So we'll bring second side forward with that foot. We're going to curl the toes of the back foot. On an inhale, lifting the hips up towards the ceiling. And pivot that back foot so that heel comes down to the floor. And then the hand that's on the same side as that back leg is going to come up towards the ceiling. You can straighten that front leg if comfortable. And then because we did it on the other side, we're going to revolve our triangle. So that foot or that hand comes down, and then the other arm comes up. Very nice. All right, let's bring that hand down. We're going to bring this knee back down to the floor, and then bring that other knee back down to the floor. From here, let's come into cat-cow child's pose. So moving nice and slow, moving with the breath. Let's start with an exhale breath. So we're going to exhale into our cat. Inhale, cow. And then exhale, cat. And we're going to come down to our child's pose. On your next inhale, coming up through the forearms, back to cow. Exhale, cat, and then down to child's pose. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat, down to child's pose. Let's do it one more time. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat, and then when you get down to child's pose, bring the toes together. Knees can come out a little bit wider. And we'll pause in this child's pose for a few breaths. If it's not comfortable to come all the way down into child's pose like this, you can stay up in puppy pose. Stay up, the head comes down. Or you can rest your head on the block if your head doesn't come down in your child's pose. Or if you don't have a block, you can stack your hands. Or finding your most comfortable child's pose and taking a few breaths here. After you've found your breath again, you're going to come up and sit over onto one side or the other. And we're going to come all the way down onto our backs. So I'm just going to chair real quick. All right. Coming down onto the back. We're going to come into the four directions of the legs tonight. So to start, we're going to have left foot on the mat, left knee bent, right leg is going to come up towards the ceiling. So from here, you can bring the hands behind that leg. Take an inhale. On the exhale, bring that leg in towards the torso. Inhale, release. Exhale, leg comes in. Inhale, release. And one more. Inhale, release. From here, we're going to go side to side. We're going to start with the outside first. Right hand comes on the outside of that right leg. We're going to bring that right leg over towards the right side of the floor. So if you have any knee issues, you can bend and straighten that leg to come down. And then when you're ready, bringing that leg back up. Nice. Now we're going to go to the other side. So we're going to extend that left leg out of the way. Left hand comes on the inside of that right leg. And then crossing the body, bringing that right leg towards the left side of the floor. Right shoulder stays on the floor. And then bring that right leg back up. Right foot comes down to the mat. Left foot comes up towards the ceiling. And we'll do this side. So hands behind that left leg. Inhale. On the exhale, leg comes in towards the torso. Inhale, release. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. And inhale. Nice. All right, so now this leg goes out first. So left hand on the outside of that left leg. You can bend and straighten as you bring that left leg towards the left side of the floor. Going only as far as is comfortable. And then when you're ready, bring that leg back up. And then switch hands. Right hand on the inside of that left leg. Move that right leg out of the way. Left arm out to the side in the T. Crossing the body with the left leg over towards the right side of the floor. Left shoulder stays on the floor. Going just as far as is comfortable. And then let's bring that left leg back up. Bending both knees, both feet on the floor. That was 3 of the 4 directions. The 4th direction is our upside down number 4. So we'll start with left foot on the mat. Right foot or right ankle comes on the top of that left thigh. Right hand on that right knee, left hand on that left hip. Opening up that pelvic bowl. And then when you're ready, you bring the hands behind that left leg. And here we have our upside down number 4. Gently bringing that straight leg towards the chest. And then let's bring that left foot down to the mat. Right foot comes down to the mat. And we'll go to the other side. Left foot or left ankle on that right thigh. Starting with the opening the pelvic bowl, left hand on the left hip. Sorry, left hand, left knee, right hand, right hip. There we go. And then release that. Let's bring that right leg up towards the ceiling. Wrapping the hands behind that leg, bring that leg towards the chest. And then when you're ready, we'll set that right leg down to the floor. Left foot comes down. And then let's come into our Apanasana here. So we're going to bring both knees in. Toes point up towards the ceiling. Hands can be on the knees. Exhale, knees in. Inhale, knees out. So only moving a few inches back and forth, moving with the breath. Exhale in. Inhale out. And then when you're ready, let's bring the feet down to the mat. And we're going to come into bridge pose here. So the first one we're going to do is out the arms. We're just going to gently, with the inhale, lift from the hip points up towards the ceiling. Exhale, bring it back down. Inhale, lift. Exhale, release. Inhale, lift. Exhale, release. And let's do that one more time. Inhale. And exhale. All right, let's do one more round. I'm going to add the arms here. So we're going to inhale. Arms come up overhead. Hips come up towards the ceiling. Exhale. Inhale, arms up, hips up. Exhale. Inhale, arms up, hips up. Exhale down. And one more time. Inhale. And exhale. Let's do 3 more Apanasanas. And this time, if you want hands on the front of the thighs, we're going to exhale, hands slide up. Inhale, hands slide up. Exhale. And inhale. Exhale. And inhale. Next, feet come down to the mat and then extend the legs all the way straight out. And let's move just the arms here. So toes point up towards the ceiling, legs zipped up together. Inhale, arms up overhead. Exhale, arms back down very slow. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. One more. Inhale. And exhale. Nice. All right. Let's bring the palms together. Rub them together. A little friction. Friction creates warmth. And then when you're ready, let's just place the palms gently over the eyes. And let go of the breath. when you're ready, bring your hands down by your hands down by your sides, your hands down by your arms. And let's get ready for our relaxation pose. So it's evening here, and we're going to dim the lights. I'm going to grab a chair to bring my legs up on the chair for relaxation pose tonight. So the arms can come out away from the body, and if you don't have a chair handy, that's fine. You can just have your legs out straight. Maybe if you have a blanket, you want to bring it over you if you're chilly, or under the head if that's more comfortable. Anything that you can do to get comfortable in this relaxation pose. Getting any last little wiggles out. And let's do a full body relaxation, walking down the body, relaxing each part as we go. We're going to start at the top of the head and make our way down to the feet. So letting go of any thoughts out the top of the crown of the head. Smooth the forehead and face. Let go of any tension in the back of the head. Let the eyes be heavy and fall towards the back of the head. Let the tongue be heavy and release from the roof of the mouth. Relax the throat. Release the back of the neck. Let the shoulders be heavy and sink into the earth. Relax the upper arms, elbows, and lower arms. Release the wrists. Relax the hands, fingers, and palms. Let go of the spine from the base of the skull all the way down to the tailbone. Release the ribs. Let go of the breath. Relax the abdomen. Let the pelvis be heavy and sink into the earth. Relax the top of the thighs and back of the thighs. Release the knees and that space behind the knees. Relax the shins and calves. Release the ankles. Relax the tops of the feet, the soles of the feet, and the heels. Relax all of those toes. Let the earth's gravity hold you. Let the air around you breathe you. Take the next few moments and just be. Gently coming back into awareness. Wiggle your toes. Wiggle your fingers. If you'd like, you can roll your head side to side. If you have any chairs or bolsters or couches in the way, you gently slide that out of the way. And then when you're ready, rolling over onto your right or left side. Use your arm as a pillow. Take a breath or two here. And then when you're ready, using your upper arm to push up to a comfortable seated position. To bring breath back into the body and find us safely on our way, let's finish with our sun breath number 1. The hands come to the top of the thighs. We're going to inhale, hands float up. On the exhale, hands float back down. 3 times. Ready? Here we go. Inhale, hands float up. Exhale, hands float back down. Again, inhale. And exhale. And one more time, inhale. And exhale. Beautiful. Thank you for joining me, friends. Have a wonderful rest of your evening or day, whatever time you get to watch this. We'll see you next time. Namaste.